Halacha is going to be at 4:15. Continuing in the halachot of Barech Aleinu, what happens if a person lives in a place that's on the southern hemisphere? Like, for example, Argentina or Brazil or Australia, where these locations, the winter is the summer and the summer is the winter. There are those that say, look, once it's 60 days after the Tukufah, meaning the 4th of December comes, if we start asking for rain in December, for them that's like asking for rain in the July. It's not good. It's kirara. How can you go ahead and ask rain? So some of the commentaries say, really, you shouldn't ask for rain. You should just continue to go ahead and to say Barichenu in those places. So even though in the rest of the world, even though the Gemara, the Rishonim, they all write, go ahead and say Barech Aleinu, you should write Barech Aleinu, but nevertheless, that's talking about the northern hemisphere, where it's good. But in the southern hemisphere, you shouldn't go ahead and do that. That's one opinion. There's another conflicting view that says, who says the rain isn't good? Some say, no, you need the rain because agriculturally it creates certain plants are able to be created through that rain, and it cleans out the air, and different calculations why the rain is good. And therefore they say we shouldn't change from the rest of Am Yisrael, and we should say exactly like everybody else, because the rain benefits us in the summer, in their summer, too. Halacha l'maaseh, Rabbi Yitzchak Yosef holds of a very interesting position. He says, when it comes to these places, if you're discussing the question of saying Barech Aleinu, they should say Barech Aleinu like all of us. December 4th, regular Barech Aleinu. When it comes to Mashiv Aruach U'Moed HaGeshem, which is the beginning of the Tefillah, which is what we changed by Shmini Atzeret, that Mashiv Aruach U'Moed HaGeshem, he says, you know what? Better to just say Morid Atal. Because if you say Morid Atal, the Poskim write, that's the equivalent that takes the place of mentioning Mashiv Aruach U'Moed HaGeshem. So therefore, in these places, they should be saying Morid Atal the whole year. And then December 4th, the winter season of the northern hemisphere, they start saying Barech Aleinu until Pesach. Even though it's a little bit out of season, but since there is a benefit, and that's what the rest of Am Yisrael is doing, that's the position of Rabbi Yitzchak Yosef. True, the minhag before Rabbi Yitzchak Yosef was not that way. The minhag was to say Barech Aleinu really during the summer months. The summer months were the months where they needed the rain. And essentially everything was reversed than what it was in America or in Eretz Yisrael. But that was the position Rabbi Yitzchak Yosef takes, and that's what some communities in these places follow Rabbi Yitzchak, so they go ahead and they do that. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.